It's like Scully says, we don't have to take your guns away. You'll turn them in because we'll just turn your shit off. Hey, what's up, slaves? Yeah, slave, motherfucker, slave. I'm not a slave, John. Who you calling slave? You're not allowed to say slave. No, you're all fucking slaves. Do you pay taxes? You're a fucking slave. Do you know how to divert the taxes? Do you know how to pay less taxes? Do you know to start a business so that all of your travel is business meetings, right? It's not just entertainment. It's because you're a slave. Because the government school, not the public school, let's call it what the fuck it is. The government school doesn't teach you the things you need to be ahead in life. They teach you the shit to stay a slave, right? But more importantly, what they teach you is division. Black guys and white guys, we can't be friends. Straight guys and gay people, nope. You gotta be programmed so there's some division there, right? That's what it's all about. It is just about fucking division. It is not about coming together and working as a unit and supporting each other. It is not about doing good things and being an example and helping bring your friends up. When you do better, your friends will do better, right? If those are real friends. But that's not what it's about. We've programmed everybody to believe that everybody is their friend. But really, when you get to the root of it and you're like, well, when's the last time you saw your friend? They've never been face to face with their friend. Everybody has this imaginary world, right? And half of them are NPCs, non-player characters. All these people that interact and interject and shape the way your day goes, you've never met them. You don't know what they look like. They have some picture. You have some perception of what you believe they look like. But if you actually met them in real life, they don't even look like the picture. It's just an online profile. And you take advice and you mold your life and your daily schedule and how you move and maneuver through your life based on some motherfuckers that might or might not exist that you have not met, and they don't give a shit about you. Have they seeked you out, right? Did you go and meet up? Did you go to a group meeting someplace to see what they actually look like? How many times have you had some perception of how somebody really was? And then when you see them in real life, they're nothing like that. You can see it with the chicks and their makeup shit, right? You ever watch those makeup videos where the chick missing all her teeth and has fucking craters all through her face, but by the time she's done, she looks fucking 30 years younger, right? It's like that. Dudes with lighting and shit and fucking veins sticking out, but then when you meet them, you're like, you're kind of fat, bro. It's like that. And we take advice from people in the same fucking idea, man. We maneuver through our real life based on our fake lives. Why do we do that? It's part of the slavery. We keep you as part of a slave. That's why they're like crypto, right? Everybody's fucking, you see, so every time you hear something positive about crypto, and every time it goes down a little, dudes jump all over it. They're like, see, I told you. They're happy that they think that you've lost a little bit or lost it all because you did something they wouldn't do, because it gives them the affirmation that their lack of action was actually correct. Never mind that if you just hold that, it will go back up. Every time it goes down, it fucking spikes back up, right? But they're just so happy. You haven't heard from these motherfuckers in 2 years, but they're watching your social media, they're watching your content, and you talk about crypto, but you hear from them when they think that you have lost something, right? It's like that. The government doesn't want you to be able to use crypto because they want you to use their slave tokens, right? The US dollar. They want to be able to track you easier and take 65% of what you spend. The average US citizen, whether you pay taxes or not, what did I hear? Over half of the people in the United States don't even pay taxes? Okay, more power to you. More power to you. By the time you spend your money, you've spent 65% in taxes on that dollar that you made, that US dollar. Bitcoin? A little harder to track maybe. Gold, silver, inconvenient, harder to track. But that's why they've demonized it. Why are they going to take you off of the dollar and put you on their virtual? Because they can turn your shit off. It's like Scully says, we don't have to take your guns away. You'll turn them in because we'll just turn your shit off. Oh, your wife is sick? Oh, your wife needs a surgery? Yeah, you can't come to the hospital because your passport says you can't. Nope. You're in the red or the yellow, right? You're not in the green. You got to turn your shit in that we think you have, might not have, whatever. But that's how that shit works. It's all about control. You're a slave. Don't want to be a slave? Start a business. Do things worth doing. In our fucking guts, right? In our guts, we know when we're about to do something right or wrong. We know when we're going to negotiate with ourselves and do something that we know isn't quite right. We know what's right and wrong. Do right shit. The right people will show up and the right conversations will be had and they will stand you up. And when you do right shit, more people will show up. People that are better than you will show up and they will pull you up. You will become better. Stay away from the negative. Stay away from the negative fucking people. Stay away from the people that are happy when they see and perceive that you failed in some manner. Stay far, far away from those people. Do you ever notice that? When something happens, all of a sudden people show up that you haven't heard from in years. If you're doing well, dudes you haven't heard from in years show up because they want to be a part and they want to leech onto that. When you're doing bad, those same dudes will reach out and go, see, I told you so. It's amazing the effort people will put into those things. Do good shit. Good people will show up and you will be able to do even better shit as you climb up that ladder. It's that crabs in the bucket. Stay the fuck away from the bucket so that they can't even pull you down. That's a lot of smoke there, Brandel. Highly produced. That's what somebody's going to be like.